And we are live. Let me just check the broadcast. Subscriptions. There you go. Awesome. I'm just going to take a quick moment to eat some food and drink a cup of tea before we get into today's topic. But in the meantime, I'm going to launch MTG Arena. A fantastic start. I also need to find this article that that I think is on my phone. I need to find it on the computer because there you go. Rakdos Sacrifice is what they call it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Found the article. Da, da, da. Perfect. Okay. MTG Arena is open on stream. That's cool. So, before I open this, I suppose what we should do is I will go over the idea of the stream today and sort of explain as to what I'm trying to achieve. So, when was this uploaded? A month ago, Remy Fortier uploaded this article on Next Level Rakdos in Pioneer. And the idea of the article was, can we make Rakdos midrange more of an inevitable deck, or can we make Rakdos Sacrifice a more... What were they trying to do with the Rakdos Sacrifice deck? Enhance the stability, basically the consistency of the deck. Now, a large part of the this debate comes down to the card Unlucky Witness in the main deck. This is the deck they end up going with. We can have a look at this in a second. But essentially, the argument of Remy, and he's also got he also made this with someone else, so I don't want to discredit them. And Louis Deltour and Antoine Lagarde. I'm sorry for pronouncing your names wrong. Really what this comes down to, I'm going to put this one here because this is my list, is Unlucky Witness a problem card in this deck? And the reason that they bring this up is because this deck normally runs 22 lands and 3 Unlucky Witness. The idea being, in the early game, Unlucky Witness is a good blocker. It can find you a land should you need it with a sacrifice effect or just by blocking in combat. And then late game, you cycle it to find a more important piece, such as a Mayhem Devil or a Cauldron Familiar. While that's all well and good in practice, in reality what it does is it does leave your deck slightly short on lands, as you are trying to hit 3 land drops by turn 3 every time. They bring up a really good point, which is obviously The best hands for this deck consist of Thoughtseize, into Bloodtithe Harvester, into Fable of the Mirror Breaker. You kind of always want to cast your Fable on turn 3 because it's what gives you the tokens to allow your Mayhem Devil to be like super impactful the turn it comes down. Now, their solution, well, it's a pretty good solution. I'm totally on board with it. Is swapping 3 copies of Unlucky Witness for 2 Mutavolts and one Reckoner Bankbuster. The idea here being, by going up to 24 lands, your consistency goes up. This is what they've proven. Well, they've shown here. If you have 24 lands on the play, you've got a 78% chance of hitting it versus 22. So you increase your chances of hitting that land drop on the play by 7% and by 6% on the draw. They've also done a couple other changes to the mana base, but that's just because now that we're not playing Unlucky Witness, we need fewer red sources. That's not important. And then finally, the Reckoner Bankbuster is a small card advantage engine that allows for, in their list, they've constructed their 75 to include 3 pieces of card advantage. And this is very much to do with their overall strategy of increasing the consistency of the deck, and it makes it harder to disrupt in mid-range matchups, I think, is the idea I got from reading that article. Now, if we look at a normal Rakdos, we'll go normal. We'll go like a traditional one, which is probably the first one on here. It is really falling off a bit, to be honest. Here we go. This looks like a pretty standard list. They're playing 4 Claim, 3 Cauldron Familiar, 2 Witness. They've swapped to Unlucky Witness for a Claim. And then apart from that, they're playing a very stock 75 deck. 75 cards. If we look in here, Remy has gone for somewhat of a transformative sideboard. Which sounds weird, but looking at this, you wouldn't necessarily say it's a transformative sideboard, but you would if you read the article. And the sideboard, I am by no means a player of the caliber of Remy Fortier, and I just do not understand this sideboarding at all. Taking out 2 Cauldron Familiars in a Witch's Oven against mid-range and expecting to out mid-range them, it seems really difficult to me. When a ton of the value we generate is based off of the Cauldron Familiar Witch's Oven loop. And basically, I feel like by going down to 1 Cauldron Familiar, you're saying that you don't need it. Is that true? I don't know. Maybe. Same with Is It Phoenix. They're cutting so many cards in every matchup. They're just completely destroying one half of the combo. And in the mono green devotion, I think it makes a little bit more sense to do it. But yeah, they're just so many cards are coming in and out every single game basically, that you may as well change the 75 to not have a lot of these things. And I sort of get it because the deck's not in the best space right now. If we look, this is the first time it's been out of the top 5 on Goldfish in a long time. Since it really got Unlucky Witness, it's not sort of fallen out of the top 5. Now it has, and I get why. Phoenix, mid-range, and Ramp, and Hidden Strings being in the top 5, these are all sort of questionable matchups. Like Phoenix, Ramp, and Hidden Strings is not where you want to be as the Sacrifice player. Mid-range is usually okay, and Boros Convoke is a coin toss. If they have the God Hand, you're never beating it, but no one is. Otherwise, you can generally stabilize. You're good against Gruul aggro, you're good against humans. Good against control. Greased Fang is a bit of a tough one. And Spirits has fallen off, and this deck really preys on Spirits. And the problem with Spirits falling off, it means that Ramp is kind of up there again. Hopefully, Convoke is dealing with Ramp. But that just means, essentially... I'll say... There we go. That just means that we sort of need to be on the more... I think we do need to be more on the mid-range plan, because just hoping you're going to play against small creature decks and kill them all will kill all the creatures is not sort of realistic at this point. And they make some really interesting points in their sideboard, which I really like. So they've gone for 3 go blank over any other um, graveyard hate. And it makes sense, right? They make the point they outline in their article that in the Phoenix matchup, if you bring in Unlicensed Hearth, it's just going to get caught with Brotherhood's End. They're bringing that in anyway, and that sucks. And I've had that happen to me, so I totally get that. They make the point, and then Dreadbore is another thing. Now, interestingly, in the newest set, Molten Collapse has just been printed, and Molten Collapse is Dreadbore but better. Choose one if you've descended. This turn you may choose both instead. Destroy a creature or a planeswalker. Destroy a non-creature, non-land permanent with mana value 1 or less. This is better Dreadbore. For the record, Dreadbore just says destroy target creature or planeswalker. Oh my god. So yeah, destroy target creature or planeswalker. By swapping that for a... Sorry, there's been a loud noise that's completely thrown me off. Essentially, they're playing Dreadbore. Now Lost Caverns has brought out Molten Collapse. If people start playing Molten Collapse, to me that signifies they should have been playing Dreadbore the whole time. Because really, the second ability doesn't really factor into many things. Like, you'll either kill a token off of a creature in the mid-range matchup, or you'll kill something in the mirror. And I think this is far better against Rakdos Sacrifice than it is against any other deck. But the fact of the matter is, Sacrifice can trigger it the easiest out of all the decks that can play it. I think mid-range has a pretty easy time triggering it as well. And if Phoenix, for whatever reason, decided to splash black, sure, they wouldn't have a problem either. But I think if people start playing this, they should have been playing Dreadbore the whole time. And I am on the camp that, yes, we probably should be playing Dreadbore. If you look at what it's relevant against, you'll be playing it against mid-range because it kills Shoulder really easily. Play it against this for Saheeli, against Phoenix for Saheeli. I don't actually play it against Boris Convoke. Definitely play it against Nyxthos Ramp. It's sometimes worth it against Hidden Strings if they're on Chandra, or if they have a Chandra. A lot of them do play one. Even if it's not their only win condition, they will play a Chandra to tutor and then play and then board wipe or whatever. You play it against Gruul Aggro, you don't play it against Greasefang, and you also play it against Zuri's Control. Like, it comes in enough that I think we should be playing it. And before I read this article, I was already playing Annihilating Glare. Which is destroy target creature or planeswalker for 1 black, but you have to sacrifice an artifact or a creature as you cast it, which is fair enough. I think that this versus Dreadbore, there's not much in it. This versus Molten Collapse, you may as well just play Molten Collapse. Two Mutavault as well. The Mutavaults being these extra lands being Mutavaults, I think aren't massively relevant. They could be sort of any land, and it would still have the same impact, which is as long as it's untapped on turn 3, you can play the Fable. But they can be Mutavaults. The deck has already functioned enough on 22 coloured sources. By playing Mutavault, I don't think you're really harbouring yourself. I reckon a Bankbuster is an awesome card. Every time this is played against me in sort of a mid-range matchup, I'm seething. It's so annoying to deal with, and your opponent's just gonna they're just gonna hold up removal, and then if you don't do anything, they're gonna chuck mana into this and just go further ahead on card advantage. To be the deck doing that, if you're in some kind of control matchup, is fantastic. What's happened to my webcam? Hello. Gotta fix the webcam. Turn it off and on again. There we go. Webcam's back. So as I was saying, to be the player to go off with the Bankbuster in the matchups where you are sort of playing the more control role, I think it's very powerful. And I'm going to have a bite to eat. Apart from that, the rest of the deck is very stock. Oh yeah, one last point that they make is 2 Abrades over the usual split, which is 1 Abrade and 1 Colligan's Command. That's what a lot of people play, and that's what I was playing for a very long time. They're just playing 2 Colligan's Command. So the thing that screams to me in the back of my head as to why you'd want to play 2 Abrades is Colligan's Command is no good against Greasefang. The deal damage mode doesn't kill a Greasefang, and the destroy an artifact is usually too late, especially if they're going for Essica's Chariot, and Sky Sovereign will still manage to kill one of your things. 2 damage isn't a ton, let's be honest. Against all of these decks, the only two toughness creatures exist in Fable of the Mirror Breaker and like Nykthos playing like elves and stuff, but you don't really care. Being able to do 3 damage, very important. It kills Mayhem Devils, kills Greasefang, and then destroy an artifact for 2 mana is far more important than destroy an artifact for 4. For 3 rather. I'm bringing a Braid in against basically every white deck that could be playing. What's the other side of this called? Volkmira, Protective Shield, because obviously we need to destroy that. So I'm completely on board with the double Abrade. And then finally Outpost Siege. Through doing their sideboard planning and everything, they've determined that they need an extra piece of card advantage, and I think Outpost Siege fits the bill quite well. It is essentially draw an extra card every turn, which is hard to come by in red. Obviously, Phyrexian Arena effects exist, but if you're trying to forego the life loss by providing your opponent with inevitability, then Outpost Siege makes a fine substitute for 1 more mana. This is their list. Now, I haven't copied their list exactly. Let's have a look at mine. This is my list. It is more or less the same. In fact, the main deck is dead on. Okay, I've copied their main deck card for card, land for land. I'm even playing the Ramunap Ruins, which I've never done before, but we're going to see how that goes. Let's have a look. The Bankbuster's in there. There's no witnesses. 3 Cauldron Familiars. We've got our Croxer and our Bankbuster as our card advantage pieces. And then our 2 extra Mutavaults as our 23rd and 24th land. The sideboard is where I've gone completely off the wall. And obviously the elephant in the room is 4 Leyline of the Void. I think it's relevant enough to be playing if you look at the top 10 decks. Like I'm bringing it in against Phoenix and Greasefang. And that's about 15% of the metagame. If we're going off of the Pioneer metagame on MTG Goldfish, and I know I'm about to play this in Explorer, which is less relevant, but we're I'm just not the biggest fan of Magic Online, so we're gonna have a look at that. Against any of these other decks, by the way, in the top 15, I still wouldn't play Leyline of the Void, but in my local meta, people play like weird, cringy combo deck. Well, not cringy, but they just play weird combo decks, which means to me it is worth having the Leyline even more. And then I've kept the 2 Obnixilas, 2 Furnace Rains, 2 Molten Collapse, 2 Abrade, 1 Damping Sphere, 1 Duress. All I've done from that list is cut all 3 Go Blanks for 3 Leyline of the Void, and I've also cut the 4th piece of card advantage for this. And sort of the sideboard plan that I've come up with feels a lot cleaner. I don't have it like written down. I do have it written down on my phone actually. I don't have it written down on this desktop, so I can't show you it straight away. But all I'm going to say is I'm just not the biggest fan of sideboarding like this in a mid-range matchup. You know? And I feel like in a mid-range matchup, I understand cutting Thoughtseize. Makes sense to me. I understand cutting Cauldron Familiar. Well, 1 Cauldron Familiar. Taking out the oven, I get like the idea. To me, the idea of this is you're breaking up the synergy so that your opponent's hate cards are less effective. But I don't know. For me, it's just like if it's me doing this eyeball plan, it's just a very clean 4 Thoughtseize, 2 Abrade, 2 Dreadball. Obnixilis is just not going to do anything in this matchup, if you ask me. Anyway, same with Phoenix, right? I would agree that you definitely claim the first one in the Phoenix matchup, 100%. But do you cut a Witch's Oven? Maybe. What have I written down, actually? Let's see, I've written my own sideboard guide on here. Or my own sideboard plan, rather. I wouldn't say it's a guide. I don't think anyone else should be following it right now. Taking out 3 claim, 4 devil. 4 leyline, 2 collapse, 1 duress. Look, hopefully, unfortunately, if we play against Phoenix on Explorer, it's not going to be the same because they are cruiseless. Treasure cruiseless. But yeah, before we get into the games, go check out this article if you haven't, or if you're just interested. If you're a Rakdos Sacrifice player, they put Racrifice, and that's what's sort of throwing me off here. If they've, if you've not read this, give it a read. I think it's a really interesting article, and it makes some really good points about sort of innovating on what a deck that has a really high ceiling for like power, but often gets like beaten out by, to be honest, right now, like fast combo decks or big mana decks. But apart from that, it has a pretty good matchup against everything else in the field. And I don't hate the Greasefang matchup, especially with Double Abrade. And I guarantee we'll almost play against some Greasefang. I'm just going to go over the 75 I've got here, make sure they're dead on, but I'm pretty sure it is. 3, 4, 4. Yeah, cool. Alright, let's send it into a... What do they call it, actually? A traditional Explorer event. This is similar to a Magic the Gathering league. Sorry, an MTGO league. Where you're going to get 50 gems in a pack for winning. 1, and then the rewards scale up every win. And you always play 5 games. So I'm just going to play all 5 games concurrent or consecutively. And hopefully we win the play-in points. But I don't know if we will. I don't think it's well positioned. And if we hit a single mono green deck, it might be a rough time. I'm not the biggest fan of the mono green matchup. Let's also turn this up slightly. 25%? 10%? If I change my desktop audio, that might ruin everything. There we go, up to 40, okay. Alright, fingers crossed we play against only creature. No, that'll be bad practice. Oh yeah, failed to mention. Later on this evening, I will be playing this deck in paper at my local FNM. Then tomorrow morning, I'm going to a winner box tournament. And I will be playing this exact 75, more than likely. Unless I decide that Leyline of the Void is absolutely horrible, and then I'll swap to 3 go blank. But this ain't my first rodeo, and I do like playing with Leyline of the Void. Specifically in this case. In this case where Greasefang and Phoenix are in the top 10 of the metagame. I'll also double check that on here. Just to see if it actually can we. So Phoenix is looking like 9.4. Oops. And fine. And Greasefang is looking like 3.4. So it's about the 13%. Rounding up, it's 13%. And Rakdos hasn't fallen as far as this has. This is last 30 days actually, and this is last 60. So. Is it going to be the same? Ha, is it? Oh my god. Oh yeah, this is 10%, and then this is, yeah, this is about 15% of the meta. Okay. Playing midday Magic on Arena. Feels lonely, man. Oh, you got on my mic. Come on, Arena, I sleep. Let's try and find something interesting to do in a queue. I didn't really plan for this. Cool, let's read some tabloid. Cool. Controversial MTG art availability baffles players. What? I got this in the pre-release. I'm very happy with that. It's an awesome card, and it might make me want to play Commander. As most players will know, Wizards of the Coast produces an awful lot of cards each year. That's got a bit of a negative tone to it. They printed 5,000 cards. Well, 4,693 cards. Daunting and impressive. This count is actually rather low, Lamau. In fact, come on, get me. Come on, I hate stalling. I hate stalling. Come on, this I don't want to read this tabloid BS. Oh, that's a card. How the hell are you supposed to read that? Okay. Thanks to Secret Lair promotional variants. Ignoring the illegible. Yeah, this is cheaper than the normal one. I love it. I love that that's the case. Oh, we're in game finally. Play first. Oh no. Okay, analysis. Our opponent's got green sleeves and is playing Vivian. So they're probably playing mono green. With that being said, I'm going to keep this hand anyway. Because if they're like any creature deck, we have Witch 7 Cat Oven. So we have the Cat Oven. And then we also have the Mutavault coming in clutch as our third land for Fable. So already, this is working out. And I'm on the play, which is even better. Haha. Let's go Mutavault. Play that I'm sure they've never seen before. This is the Beast token, interestingly enough. This is the Beast token that is free in the current like season pass thing. Or in the last one. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I'm going to shock in a blood crypt. No, oh damn it. I made a mistake. We're already punting. It's alright, it's early. It's not I just got up. There is actually an incredible amount of reason not to play the Mutavault in turn 1, and I just completely ignored it. I'm going to get punished now. They're going to play a card that I need to kill. Come on, never punished. But if my opponent doesn't play anything, I have no idea what's going on. Alright. Suppose I'll offer the trade. But then if they attack me... Huh. Let's just go one time never. I also forgot to cycle my cat. This is the thing about playing on the computer versus in real life. I'm useless with it. Suppose we could offer the trade. Alright. If I'm playing in paper and I've got a cat and an oven, I normally just say end of turn cycle a cat oven. Like if I'm playing sort of an F&M or something. Whereas in this I have to actually do it. And there's a timer counting my actions. Well, that's annoying. But the equipped creature has it, right? Okay, so that has summoning sickness. You can't do it yet. No, don't want to. Okay. My turn. No, I forgot to do it again. I forgot to do it again. Alright, let's wipe their board, I guess. Let's just wipe their board and be done with all of my miss, but the fact that I've missed like 2 damage already, well 3 technically. Oh, the cat's there. I thought I sacrificed something else for a second. That would have been dire. This actually isn't even. This isn't even 4 damage. Oh, this is absolutely dire. I guess I'll kill that. We'll see. If they might block it, and if they do, that's fine by me. Go on, take the block. Damn it. Alright. Is this instant? It's not. Alright, we'll kill the creature. Basically, they are threatening the oven, and it looks like we're protecting the oven. What we're actually protecting is the reflection. Because the reflection is a very powerful card. My tea's gone cold. It's not very pleasant. It's also caffeinated tea, which I don't normally drink, but I wanted the energy. Oh. Wait, what? Okay, we're just playing against by the looks of things. And these abilities still work. So what we'll do is we'll thought seize you to start off with, see what the hell is in your hand. Whoa, you've not played that yet? Okay, I think we're against a new player, so I'm not going to go too harsh on it. Because the mayhem level, even with pacifism, sure, even with pacifism on it, is still going to kill. The thought said child civil, so keep going. Waste my time this time. There we go. Leave the cat in the graveyard. Look, we're playing properly now. The warm-up is over. My breakfast all soggy. Yeah, it's fine. Just ruin that life. If I reflect, I still do actually. Yeah. Okay, well. Game 1 absolutely riddled with mistakes. But they are playing white, so I'm going to bring in 2 a braid. Purely so I don't get cheesed by Radine? How the hell do you say that deck, by the way? Translate. So we'll just do
Redane.
Redane. I don't think it's that. Oh yeah, what are we cutting? Sorry, I've got to play the game. Thoughtseize doesn't seem all that important. I'll just go with that. I usually end up cutting Thoughtseizes for a braids. Is that correct? To be honest, who knows? Who knows what my opponent's even playing? And is it an arena starter deck? Oh. Yes, this is a keep. It is a weird keep, but it's a keep. Based on the removal I've seen on my opponent. I'd rather go turn 1 Familiar than turn 1 Oven because I don't want the oven to just get like completely blown out. Whereas if they end up using an enchantment on the Cold Familiar, I can sacrifice it. A big brain. Playing around the bad cards in our opponent's deck. Not the good ones, but they're yet to show me one. What the hell is that? Oh, rare. Right. Okay. So it's got flying, so I'm going to first. I can braid something. I'm going to play the Rakdos, and I suppose I'll attack. Alright, they didn't block, fair enough. This is a better play on turn 4, to be fair, where I can play it, hold up a mana. So Garlic Reels comes in. It's a very sweet card, by the way. I have a promo. They don't draw a card because the creatures didn't enter. Great stuff. Now, if I played an Oven, and I had a Devil up, I could kill both those creatures now. But I didn't think about that. And you may ask why. I just did. Let's draw a card. Ooh. To be honest, their board right now is not black, so I think I can afford Thoughtseize. Join the dance. Create 2/1/1 humans. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, if under your control, if the second time its ability has resolved, draw it. Scry 1, draw a card. Okay, that's fine. So this is quite an issue for a lot of mid-range decks, but because we're a Mayhem level deck, we don't care. And this is actually hate against our cards, so we'll take that. And we'll go no attacks. Gotta stabilize, turn the corner as they say. That's fine with me. Oh no. Oh, that triggers all of that. I didn't think about that. That's fine. You get a ton of stuff and draw a card. Alright, we need to kill the Pegasus. A lot of things need to happen. No blocks. I got greedy with the Bankbuster. I got lost in the source. This is gonna hurt. Okay, let's start with this. So I can do 1, 2. I can do 3 damage essentially, so I can kill both of those. I can do it instant speed though, right? Sacrifice that, deal 1 there. No, it's not 3. It's not 3. I can do 2 damage, so I'm going to be killing a Pegasus and a human, basically. Or I just kill the Guard of Greeters in response to them playing a thing. And then if they don't flashback that, and they only play the 1 thing. Yeah, we'll see. Basically, we're going to pass the turn. And we're going to find out what happens. Because if I can use the Culture Familiar to block as well, that's going to save me a bit of life. Currently on the back foot against a pile of draft cards. They're 2 very good draft cards. I would imagine. I've never drafted Streets of New Capenna. I'm not a big draft guy. Oh, they sacrificed a treasure! Huge blunder from the opponent. they kind of have to attack, but there's just no world in which I'm not doing this. Boom. Winning. They're playing Wedding Announcement in their deck. Maybe they're just trying to play green-white tokens, and I'm just here ruining their time with Mayhem Devils. Speaking of ruining their time with Mayhem Devils, if I draw an untapped land, that's cool, but let's not get too lost in the sauce. So I can sacrifice that, kill 2 of them, attack with the Mayhem Devil, just proceed to ruin their life. I don't want to sort of get forced to do this off of a double, really. Wait. Why does it put the targeted one in the middle? That's so weird. I'm just always scared that Arena is not on my side. They take 3. Get it. I'm gonna play this talent in the turn. So far the Backbuster has done nothing apart from bait me into playing it. Maybe this is the kind of matchup where Backbuster's not good, but I don't exactly feel threatened by what my opponent's doing. Enter the battlefield, search your deck for any number of cards with the same name. Okay, sure. It's a Squadron Hawk. But also it's not a Squadron Hawk because it doesn't have flying, which is very relevant. So it's not very good at carrying swords. To be honest, I think like a more traditional mid-range deck might have a hard time playing against this kind of, but they've literally just queued into like the worst case scenario. Yeah, I'll just sacrifice this to push damage. Actually, you know what? No. We'll draw a card first. Now is actually an appropriate time to be doing this. Okay. Then we'll sacrifice this to push damage. Maybe 6. We'll play a tap crypt, I suppose. Do I need 6 mana? Really? Well, I don't really need Gigantha, so I suppose I don't need 6 mana. Yeah, but... No, there's no world in which I need to sacrifice this food and play in a braid, so I'm just not gonna... I'm just completely not under threat if my opponent's cards are of this quality. Okay, talking of cards of quality, that is a problem. But you can't attack yet, so I can still draw a Fatal Push. Okay, our opponent has actually thought about their deck, and to be fair, I don't think it's terrible. This is just a really bad situation for them to be in. I don't know if I'm deadly disputing anything, to be honest, or braiding anything. I'm just gonna be greedy, and oh, I drew another braid. For the sake of efficiency, drawing that last braid was actually quite good. I suppose this was always on the cards, considering they were on very little. GG opponent, I wish you the best in your next games, and I hope you don't play against too much more Sacrifice. That was kind of a cool deck. Thank you. Wow. What the hell? I got an orb. Let's have a look at the new mastery tree. It is new, right? Yeah, ooh. Avatar. Ooh. So, we can go for the cat. I'm sorry, I just can't pronounce these names, and it's a fault of my own. Hidden Acropolis. No, okay. What is Hidden Acropolis? Oh, it's a cave. Okay, I thought it's a mana block. I thought it was a mana rock. Gishalth is cool. So is Huatley. I kind of like Admiral Beckett, to be honest. Is there a single card that I might use? Actually, Treasure Map is a nice one. That's such a nice noise. Oh my god. Dude, this is the best mastery tree they've ever done. If I ever tilt, we're just coming here. Oh, that's so nice. That's actually beautiful. Fair play. Kudos to you, Wizards of the Coast. You know what? I'm only going to put the sound effects back down to 25% because of that. Not on the, like, 2 or whatever it was on before. Basically, which avatar do I want? I think I want Beckett. She looks cool. I'm going to go for Beckett, even though I don't want any of these blue cards, but in reality I don't want any of these other cards. So, locking in. Blue. Yes! Got a cave. I did actually play some of these caves in the pre-release. I played the red and white ones. And then I played a colourless one as well. Packs. We got packs. We'll save the packs to the end. Even the mastery packs. What are my quests? Red or white? I can cast red. Blue or black? I can cast that. The thing about this is, I only play Rakdos Sacrifice on Explorer, on this client. And then the only other thing I play is like Draft. When I do, which is rare. So I don't play a ton of online Magic, to be honest. I'm more of a paper player. But we're doing testing because I have this winner box coming up. Also, I need to check the post in a minute. Because I'm expecting a card to arrive. I'm expecting my last Molten Collapse to arrive. Also check out this Gigantha. Look at that. If you are a companion player, do yourself a favour and get yourself some Multiverse Legend foils. Because they are pennies. These Multiverse Legend cards are worthless. This is the same rarity as a foil Ragavan, by the way. Oh no, it's not mythic. I take that completely back. We gotta do some time killing. Alright. Is there a spoiler for it? Redain, God of the Worthy. Oh yeah, EDH. We'll look at the EDH players, see how they say it. Alright, how does MTG know? Whoa. Don't buy Duracell. Don't buy Duracell. Don't do that. They've not paid me to say that. I don't like this advert. The idea of Rudolph having batteries in his nose now freaks me out. As a kid, that would have done a number on me. Right.
Hour of Devastation sent me over a list saying that he wanted to play Redain Taxes.
He does say Redain. Alright, let's have a look at this small video. Don't give me another advert.
Welcome back to Cure of the Common Game. Today, in deck number 654, we're going to talk about Redain, God of the Worthy.
They call it Redain.
Or at least
Everyone
that's
on
how
YouTube
I'm...
is calling it. All the Commander players are calling it Redain. And to be honest, they probably know best. Oh, hang on. Oh, this is such a sad hand. God damn, this is almost a snap keep. If one of these was a Thoughtseize, I might risk it, but we'll keep them all. I'll keep it. It's on the play. The Mutavault goes back. Does it? It might be interaction on turn 2, weirdly, if it is a creature deck. So it goes back over Sokenzan? Sure. It's not interaction on turn 2, because I'm never playing that Mutavault on turn 2. Because I have a Hive and a Black Flea place. Hive comes down. This Fatal Push is going to have to do work, but I get an impression from my opponent's animated Lightning Bolt set. Oh my god, they've done me. They've done me. Unreal stuff coming out of the Spirits deck here. Unreal. Look at the bluff. Chandra Nalar. Lightning Bolt sleeves. Turn 1 Snow-Covered Island. That's like an old school bluff. Right. Put a enchantment on it. So the reason I didn't Fatal Push immediately is because I want them to either spend more mana on it or put an enchantment on it. So we'll see. But if they're just holding up a... What's it called? I don't know the names of any of the spirits. What are they called? I suppose we can just look at Azorius, in fairness. No. Where the hell is it? Oh, it's... Sorry. I quite obviously have Fatal Push in my hand. My turn? Really? Alright, well, I'm going to bait out whatever it is that they're doing. Purely for mana efficiency. So, because if they counter this, then I can resolve the Fable. And we're in the money. Where is Mono Blue Spirits? Here it is. There we go. Shacklegeist does his thing. Rattle Chains, sorry, does his thing. That's fine. I don't care about Rattle Chains. What I do care about is and we're in. If they start drawing cards now, I'm gonna cry. But this is generally a good matchup for Rakdos Sacrifice. All I really need now is to draw a yeah. Okay, do the thing. Okay, I've got a list up on my points now that I can just check in on. Discard up to 2 cards. I think I will. Do I want to play a second Fable? I'd rather have Deadly Dispute. Ooh, they took that to heart. 2 mana, it becomes a 2/3. I'm not a huge fan of that happening. Ooh, do they counter it? That's a good question. There's 2 counter spells. One of them is if you have a flyer, it deals 4. And one of them is if you have a spirit, it costs 1 less? Or does it cost 1 more for me to counter? Geistlight Snare. This spell costs... This is the card that I'm assuming they have in their hand. 1 less if you cast spirit, 1 less if you control enchantment. Okay. That's what we're playing around. Ah! Next to combat. Next to attackers. I'm not attacking. Hopefully they flash something in, and then I'm like, bang! Deadly Dispute. There's no way the tempo deck spends 1 mana on turn 3. Ooh, the tempo deck's put 1 mana on turn 3. I'm actually on the back foot, and this is kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie. No blocks. They can also flash in a... actually, Rattle Chains is a huge problem. Because they can flash in a... Superior Phantom. Whatever. Hang on. I've got the thing open here. Supreme Phantom. 100% you should counter this. I've just spent 2 cards to draw 2. Oh no! Oh dear. Okay, good job not countering. You should counter. Alright, we get a creature. Let's go. We like that. I really okay. Let's play some black. Try not to die. Nice. Okay. Oh, that's really good. Yes. Alright, so I'm simply going to end the turn. Deadly Dispute in their end step. Untap. Thoughtseize. Mayhem Devil. Ruin their life. attacks. I will not be attacking, ending the turn. They're not even leveling up the spirit, which is weird. They want to hold up counter magic that badly. Yeah, fine. I suppose now I'll go for the Deadly Dispute. So, if the guy's like snare can cost 1. Counter balance, okay, cool. May as well do it now. If they want to counter it, they need exactly Geist Light Snare. Sure. I tell a lie, they don't need exactly Geist Light Snare, but I actually don't know. I'm fine with that. Because that could have been a 2-2 if they just didn't counter it. And then I'm taking 4, 5, 6. I mean, attack with everything, mate. You're not under threat. This can make my Thought Seeds very awkward, and Supreme Phantom's a very annoying card. You may in fact draw a card. This is unbelievable bluff. Do they just? Oh, that's so cool. All right, Thought Seeds. Aha! It's oh. Oh. It's not just one piece of counter magic, it's 2. I'm dead. I'm very dead. I mean, I'll take the Rattle Chains. Yeah. Oh dear. This is a desperation attack. I'm like, maybe they spend 2 mana to level up the spirit, and in that case I can play a Mayhem Devil and then just die to like more things. Yes, mate, that's all you. Four, 5. I mean, they're just so concerned about getting fatal pushed. They're doing a very good job about not getting fatal pushed. I just don't think there's any combination of cards with which I win. That double Lofty Denial sure is a bitch, huh? Let's go with this. Maybe they forget to counter it. What time are you people gonna be down tonight? 6. 6 o'clock is when it starts, so I will be there dead on 6. No blocks. I ain't blocking. Blocking's for losers. He says losing. Alright. Let's go on the sideboard plan. The biggest thing that like this build of the deck does leave out, when I say the biggest thing, I say a notable thing, is there's no Rending Volleys. You tend to see like 1 or 2 copies of Rending Volley stock against the blue deck, against the spirit decks, because it gets around that problem, right? I can always 2-for-1 the Shacklegeist through without slip, well, but then they have slip out the back. So it's not even a clean answer really. I'll take out these. I get another card basically. Actually, Molten Collapse is relevant. It is really relevant. And I'd say Cauldron Familiar is less relevant. Less relevant than man. Oh no, I want the sacrifice. Yeah, take out Cauldron Familiar. Taking out one Cauldron Familiar, I'm starting to like it. It was opened up, the option of it was sort of opened up to me by the article. Before I was like, hell no, don't touch the combo, it's sacred. Ooh. This is an absolute belter of a hand. Turn 2 Blood Tithe Harvester against Spirits is just, molto belle. Bang. No surprises here. Oh. Turn 1 Mausoleum Wanderer. Slip out the back, guys, like snare. Let's think about this. If they go turn 1 Mausoleum Wanderer, it's a 1-1. And if they go turn 2 Geistlight, if they go turn 2 Supreme Phantom, I can just kill it with Molten Collapse. Geistlight Snare will cost 2 mana, so they can't play Mausoleum Wanderer and hold up Geistlight Snare, but they can go Mausoleum Wanderer. On turn 2, hold up Slip out the back. If they do that, then I get to just play Blood Tithe Harvester for free. I think Geistlight Snare is generally the card that I'm the most concerned about, but when it costs 2 mana, that feels pretty fair. Getting Geistlight Snared for 2 is not too bad. What I'm going to do is take the Snare anyway, because it generally feels pretty correct, and my hand is full of single target removal. This card is way worse than I thought. I thought this took 1-1 counters, but it's until the end of turn buff. Like, the fact that this is a rare kind of blows my mind. It's in firm uncommon territory, if you ask me. We're in the money now. Okay. It's kind of what we wanted, weirdly. Oh my... My timbers are shivering. We get to do the god play. Wait, no we don't. I still kill the Super but... Right? I was too hasty. Because I thought Blood Tithe Harvester tap kill that deal 1 there is the blowout. But Blood Tithe Harvester does not in fact kill a Supreme Phantom right now. It would completely kill it if I did that. And I think I'm fine to just do that. Kill the Phantom. It's not the blowout I was hoping for, but it's generally good enough. I can also just like cycle this blood token to kill the Wanderer, which is fine. Then if they sacrifice that in response to my Molten Collapse, it gives a trigger, which is fine by me. They're holding up counter magic. They also have a slip out the back. Slip out the bark. So I'm not really sure how to play around. I'm just going to let it happen. This is 3 to activate. That's quite a lot. That's really expensive. I can play 2 Molten Collapses, which is quite funny to me, I suppose. Alright, I'll start off by attacking. This isn't the God Hand 2 for one I was hoping for, but I'm just going to go Molten Collapse to start with. Destroy a creature or a planeswalker. We'll destroy this one. I was hoping for a Slick 2 for one at some point, but we'll see. Because if he spends any blue mana, I'm sort of free to do whatever I want. So Rattle Chains comes in. That's sort of fine by me, really. So Rattle Chains is going to give that +1. So I'm going to start by discarding this to draw a card. But I'm going to tap the... No. I'm going to kill Rattle Chains, because Rattle Chains is more of a problem than anything else on this board right now. And with the Rattle Chains ability on the stack, I might be able to Fatal Push the Spectral Sailor. So this is quite an important turn here. Cool. Draw a card. And I've also descended. Instant or sorcery. That's fine, I guess. Sure. I mean, the fact that they're using Faceless Haven means that they have nothing at hand. Plus to damage. Bang. Okay. So... That is genuinely a problem. And they've played this very smart. It's a 4/3. If they slip out the back, I mean they're not going to slip out the back, but they could. Which means I can't really. I mean, I'll Molten Collapse the Sailor, well the Wanderer. Bang. Well, nice one. And there I was, praising my opponent for their clean play thus far. Oh my! I'm glad we got rid of that. I will be taking the 4 damage, I believe. You can force me to block next turn, good sir. Never didn't have it. I'm gonna keep attacking. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't, but I am gonna. I shouldn't. I kind of regret that immediately, but because I can't sacrifice that and spend 2 to pop the food to gain life, but I'm sort of in a good spot. Okay. Discard that. For this. It's a banger, it's a banger. But I don't have a card in hand to discard. Okay, we'll attack with the old Goblin Shaman. Cool. Well, you've missed your window to make your Faceless Haven a creature. Sorry, buddy. I swear this is how all my Spirits games go. All my Spirit games go. I'm almost dead, and then I stabilize. Damn, Spirits is actually scary. Sometimes you just lose, and then, like I did in game 1, and sometimes you have these games where you just win. Gonna be honest, Molten Collapse, I didn't get the God Collapse that I wanted, but it was actually quite useful having around. It was better than a Bankbuster, a Croxer, and a Cauldron Familiar, so I'm happy that we have it in. Is it just that I'm playing? And a Duress. And the Duress did... The Duress was relevant as well. Okay. Happy with the sideboarding thus far. That was quite an intense game. I've still not woken up. Oh, we keep these all day. All day we keep these. Fatal push into fatal push. They'll never see it coming. Keep. Go on, play Spear on turn 1. I dare you. Does he do it if I do that? Oh, it does. Alright, Wanderer. Play a Bite Step Pathway. Kill that. Get out of here. Don't sacrifice it. Don't waste my time. Thank you. Oh, they mold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, cool. This is quite good for me, actually, that they did that. That was a banger top deck. Absolute belter or a top deck. It does make me want to play 2 Duress in the sideboard, because sometimes it is incredibly powerful. Oh my god. Alright. So I'm always fatal pushing, because I need my opponent to tap out, so this Fable resolves, is basically where we're at. I just don't want them to Aether Gust it back on top of my library. Well, I guess it could go on the bottom, but I want this to resolve so that I can start cycling things like extra lands. Like, I don't know if this Raminant Ruins is going to be relevant enough for me to keep around. It might be, we'll see what I draw. They don't have any other sorcery speed stuff to play, so I'll push it now. If I push it now and they cast Slip out the back, then they can't Curious Obsession its second main phase. It's also smarter than not to Curious Obsession pre-combat. Okay, I'm playing this. No, I should have absolutely shocked that. What am I talking about? Okay, should have shocked that in. We live and learn. Live and learn. Nope. No copyright. No copyright music. Paul McCartney, stay off my stream. So they can make it. It makes it base power and toughness, right? Yeah, okay. It's a cool card. How curious of you. So the nuts for them is Geist Light Snare, but Wanderer. Ooh, okay. Let's just bin off these lands and draw some gas. Oh! Oh, we're gonna do it! Are we gonna do it? Oh my god, we're gonna do it. We're so gonna do it. Target creature or planeswalker. That one. Oh my god. It even got triggered off of the Fable. Oh, I'm so happy. Please, please, one time no counter spell. That's fine. That's fine. I pay 1 all day. I pay 1 all day. If that's dead, it's doing its job. Okay, we're in the money. We're absolutely in the money. Oh, they're so mad. What's in their hand? Slip out the back. So they can't activate that. Could be a flash creature, but they probably would have played it, so it slip out the back in their hand. That's an arena only read. That does get me about arena. It's very obvious when your opponent has maybe I should have just kept that seeing it. No, but they have slip out the back, so do I care? I don't, yeah, whatever. Didn't draw 4 sets, and this game hates me. Should I attack? Yeah. Then Deadly Dispute? Yeah. Bang, dead. Sure. Go with one of these. You want to counter it, huh? No, because they don't have a counter spell, that's why. Okay. I can just make their life miserable. Oh, they don't even have a counter! What is in their hand? I suppose they don't have a counter, that makes sense, but they don't have slip out the back? Why were they timed for so long? Did they have a Spectral Sailor? Then they would have played it, surely. Okay, that's fine. Do I want to end step fatal push that? Well, they can't even use it, so I don't care. I can make a copy of this, but we're going to hold off for the time being. No. No. Alright, yeah, no. Fair play. GG's opponent. I will say this is a horrendous matchup for Mono Blue Spirits. I've played it a lot, and you played it pretty goddamn well. But we did the Molten Collapse play. I'm so happy about that. Absolutely pumped about the Molten Collapse win. Let's see. 500 XP, sure. We're at 2 wins. Oh, the 5 wins still exists. I'm gonna hit mono green 3 times in a row now. Which I don't hate, because again, this is for practice. We're not just doing this to grind arena points. We're doing this to practice for the winner box tomorrow. It's a bit last minute. But it's not the first time I've played this deck. Let's go back to reading tabloids. See what Princess Diana's up to. Wait, what was that thing I was reading? Nope, okay. It's just read goldfish articles, I guess. Single scoop. Gnomes. All my gnomies. Vintage 101. Sure. I'm a big vintage player, me. Before the Eternal Weekend. Blue Control. Huge. Initiative has been on track. Win rate below 50%. Go from busted to being solid. Powerful on the power level of vintage decks that do some really strong things. Oath being popular too doesn't help. Not having answers to a track that is rough. Puzzle solution breach win. Makes sense. Underworld breach, good card. What are they showcasing in that picture? Ancestral recall and blue. Force of negation is green and blue. All their cards are green and blue because of the Painter's Servant. Okay, there we go. That's what is happening there. Okay. It's hard being in the 2-0 bracket, I will say. Very hard. Not many people are as popular as me in the 2-0 bracket. Caves by Saffron Olive. Actually, let's look at standard decks, because I'm going to be forced to play standard at some point, because the store championship is just giving away way too much free stuff not to do it. It's like a year's worth of promos. It's already on standard. So basically, I'm playing mono blue tempo. Is the answer 4 Ledger Shredder in the side? Is it? God's sake. Right. So Jin, Terra. This is just not my kind of deck. And I know there is a sacrifice deck, but let's be honest, it hasn't done anything since the World Championship. Was it actually good in the World Championship? Or was Benton Manson just being really good at the game? Is it the deck or is it the player? I don't know. This is a cool deck, actually. I have seen this. I like having my Iconoclast, even though it is just a build around draft common or uncommon. I think it's a cool card. And Questing Druid is obviously very powerful. No way is it a 26 euro. I don't want to log in. I just want to. Can this get off my screen? Like just blasting my full name. Oh wow, it is actually about. You're spending about 20 euro for a playset. God damn. Andrea Mengucci, what have you done to the price of this card? I'm sure it'll go back down. Monstrous Rage is a very good card. That's good as well. Okay, I can see why Gruul Aggro is actually a deck. Oh god, we're in game. Ah! It's because I don't have volume loud enough. Okay, this is the first game I'm on the draw. I have Cauldron Familiar, Fatal Push, Deadly Dispute. This hand is pants if I get the Deadly Dispute Thought Seized. Let's analyze. Yeah, it's a toughie. I have no idea who that Planeswalker is, so I can't judge their colour, but I guess last game was... Oh! Nothing to go by. Probably a mulligan. Is it? It's just hard to look at Fatal Push and be like, yeah, I don't want this card in my hand. Screw it. Just gonna send it. Oh no, it's Phoenix. Oh no. It has to understand. If it is Phoenix, then I can't play Cauldron Familiar because that will give me a target. Let's play this. I need to start using this to pass turn. I'm wasting valuable clicks. You only get so many with a mouse. Cool. It's actually fine by me. If your plan is Sting in the Eyes, we move. Cool. I'm also going to just Deadly Dispute immediately. Again, so they don't have targets to cast spells into, is the general idea. Now I wish I didn't Fatal Push that. Oh, never punished! Absolutely never punished. Oh, I love it. I'd rather do that now and flip than play the Fable. Oh wait, I can do both! It just never didn't have it. It never didn't have it. Oh, this is the best thing. This is like, this has worked out so well against Phoenix. This is Phoenix, but I'm pretty sure they are based on the thing in the ice. See, it's worth not playing that Cauldron Familiar on turn 1. They're spinning their wheels. Let's bin off some of this crap. I guess attack with the Mutavault pass. This is hard for them to deal with, so we'll put that in my hand and pass the turn. Oh my god. They're gonna love this next play. Wow, Giganthac actually doing something against Phoenix. Huge. It might not be Phoenix, it might just be a thing in the ice deck. Oh, it's a Drake deck. Now I wish I had that Fatal Push. But Crackle and Drake and... Oh, it's kind of a problem, to be honest. They're kind of a massive problem. Let's see what's in there. Which is counterintuitive, I know. Right, put that in there. Like, is it worth me just using Sokan-san in their end step, basically, and then racing? They've got me dead in 4 turns. I've got them dead in 3. So the answer is no, not really. They might have Lightning Axe, but I don't mind massively if they do. Lightning Axe speeds up their clock by 2 turns, and it turns off mine, so I guess I do mind if they have Lightning Axe. I don't want this to get Fiery Impulse. I might save this for a big win turn. And what I mean by a big win turn is a turn where I can go Mayhem Devil and Ramnut Ruins in the same turn for like 3 damage. 7 mana is expensive for 3 damage, I will give you that, but it might be necessary. They drew a land off the top. Which is annoying because now that all of the Storm Giants is very much online. Okay, they draw that. This is tough. I didn't expect them to play things, and I was punished for it, in fairness. Why would you not play that pre-combat? It makes no sense. Okay. Oh damn, that's a bit late. Slightly late there, buddy. Guess they take it. No, they block. Okay. Them blocking is also completely valid. Resolve. This just gets perpetually bigger. Every turn they spend mana without playing land though. That Hall of the Storm Giants isn't live. It's annoying. Very annoying. Also Kanzan in response. Oh, it's 6 to activate Hall? Okay, yeah, I don't care. So the Mayhem Devil's just very damaged. It happens. I just assumed it was 5, but it doesn't make sense that it would be 5 because it's a massive creature with ward, so... Ah, okay. Yeah, our opponent's got this, I think. We can do 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So most, like best case scenario, I can do 14 damage. And like, that's with me spending all my mana. Well, that's with me having like an unlimited amount of mana, I suppose. Get exiled. To be fair, that's not bad amount of burst, is it? Good game. Yeah, they really got me with the Drake. I'll give them the satisfaction of smacking me in the face. Although in fairness, I do actually still need to kill those things in the ice. So I want that, first of all. Is Crackling Drake? It's a 4 toughness, so a Braid is no use really. I don't really want Duress. I like Thoughtseizes against Treasure Cruise, but it's not actually that kind of deck. And Leyline of the Void is only going to hit there, so these aren't relevant. Leyline is only going to hit the... Leyline is only going to turn off the Phoenix, but I think that's probably worthwhile, in fairness. As long as I make sure that I'm targeting the Crackling Drake, which begs the question, do I just go off of that plan entirely and then opt into playing Furnace Rains instead? Because to be fair, if they're on one creature and it's a massive Crackling Drake, Furnace Rains does actually just ruin them. And then 2 of Braids, because they kill the other. They don't even kill the other things. This is kind of unhinged, and no one's ever done it before. 2 ley lines. It's just I'm playing against a very creature heavy build, and I don't. Alright, maybe no ley lines is the answer. Do I want Bankbuster? Not massively. Do I want Claim? No. Do I want Croxer? Absolutely not. I just truly do not know what else to board in. This might be me just like big time outthinking myself with 2 ley lines, but watch me get one in the opener. Oh no, I never keep them. This is a hand of cards. I suppose I could keep it, even if it's not full of hate. Bottom the Ramnut Runes. Sure. See, now this is a ton of dead cards in my deck, which I'm not the biggest fan of. Oh, they had it. We drew the 3rd land because we're really good at the game. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass. Sure. Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
If it's a challenge you want, then a challenge you'll get.
Mutavault's a nice draw.
I must accept defeat. For now.
Oh, they're reading it. I can't, but they're hovering over it. They're reading it. New card alert. Oh dear. Okay, they milled a Drake, which is good. Yeah, they're playing 12. I'm sure if they're playing 4 copies of all their creatures, they're playing 12 creatures in Phoenix, which is heavy, right? 4 Drake, 4 Prankster, 4 Phoenix, 4 Thing. 16 creatures even. 4, 8, 12, 16. Simple maths that I'm struggling with, but 16 creatures is many. It is many creatures. No! Oh, what's this do? That's a nice draw. Let's play that. I don't want my Mutavault to die, so I'm just going to fire off this. and I very much want 5 mana. So if they play a Crackling Drake, I don't care. You know what, that can stay on the board as long as you want. I don't really... Alright, let's attack with the Mutavault, I guess. No, let's not. 5 lands is probably sufficient. There's no point in tackling the Mutavault. Because if they kill it, then all I do is start playing a Cauldron Familiar, which isn't really doing anything. And their current 20-turn clock isn't threatening. There we go. They could have very well killed the Mutavault. I suppose they're just digging for a threat. But there's also a thing in there. 2. Oh, and they got the Is It Charm. Oh no! This is not going well. Also, my sideboarding was dog poo. But this is not going well. Failing to present a threat. Just letting my opponent go off. Alright, go to combat. Yeah, resolves. Another change that they made that I never highlighted was so they cut the dens because obviously you don't need early red mana so much, and oh god, it's not good. Because you don't need so much early red mana, and what they've done with the Den of the Bugbear is they've put in a Ramunap Ruins. And they've also put in a extra copy of Eye of the Hive Tyrant, I believe it's called, not Hive of the Eye Tyrant, which is sounds more natural to me, but and that's partly on the there it is. It's partly on the belief that it's relevant in this matchup, and it in fact is. I don't need to kill anything yet. I'm not quite under threat of death unless they hit 3 Phoenixes here. They didn't. Also, the Prankster having Vigilance means that I'm not going to be able to blow them out by taking control of their Crackling Drake and one-shotting them, which is just really sad, to be honest. Oh. One time, no fiery impulse. Okay. There are 11 instances, should we say otherwise? Alright, boys, this one's looking like a loss. The 5-0 dream is over. No. This is the most annoying matchup to play on MTG Arena because it's not actually valuable practice for paper. Really, you're good gaming me just like that, is it? I suppose I have to collapse that. Ooh, didn't see that coming, did you? Sure. And they got the lightning axe. They take an impulse. Ooh. Draw 2, then discard 2. I swear to God, if they bin 2 Phoenixes now. Phoenix. Phonacy. What are we looking at? Oh. The card they just got back. Yes. I shouldn't even be playing this. All it's doing is giving them a target for Fiery Impulse. How many are in their graveyard? 1 Fiery Impulse, 2 Fiery Impulse, 3 Fiery Impulse. Well, then maybe there's a chance they don't have it, but they've seen a lot of cards. And this buys me a turn against their current clock. Kill it in your turn, please. Please kill it in your turn. So I can fatal push whatever it is you play. Yes. Does that flash? No, it doesn't. Interesting. Sure. Maybe they deck themselves before they can deal 4 damage to me. How many lands are in their hand, for God's sake? There's 1 in the graveyard, 0 in exile, and they've played 5. So there's 15 out of those 22 cards are lands. Yeah, alright. We get it. That's the last impulse. Yeah, I think they're bricked up on lands in Phoenix, to be honest. God damn it. That was the wrong one. Let's attack with the Vault. The old Vault of Muta. Wicked. Enter. We got him there. What? What? I can pay Ward 4. Give me a Deadly Dispute, go on. Oh god. What is this sideboard plan, man? Whoa! They just take it? No! Alright, good game. Imrith. Alright, fair enough. But it was cockier than to take it. To take the damage. I should have played that extra land. I might have drawn something. I might have drawn a Deadly Dispute. And then we might have been off to the races. Alright, well we took our first loss, unfortunately. The 5-0 dream is over. And it is unfortunate that we play against Phoenix. I'm trying to practice Pioneer, because it's just not the Phoenix deck in Pioneer. Treasure Cruise is such an important card. Oh well. Play first. It's just, oh, there's nothing to... There's no read on the opponent based on that. Like, if I get Thought Seized, I'm pretty sure I just lose the game. And then... Yeah, that's... Alright, maybe they lose the game if they get Thought Seized. I'll probably bomb this pathway. Hello. You're getting Thought Seized turn 1. No! Oh. I guess Cura. It's just the hardest card for me to answer. And they have the Elf. Good lord. Okay. Well, I can't Thought Seize both Old Growth Trolls, but what I can do is Thought Seize you. Take the Cavalier. No, I gotta take the Paradise Tree. Just slow them the hell down. Go black. Push that. This game is lost. Unfortunately. I'll Thought Seize you again. It's not like... No. This is good. Well, good. I actually do want to play this matchup because I do want to practice it. So we want Molten Collapse, we want a Braid. Cards that are bad. We can't really afford to do the Wreck and a Bankbuster Croxer thing. Cauldron Familiar is not really... Like, it's not really a card. I'm not cutting Witch's Ovens because I want the sacrifice effects quite badly. No, I put in a Braid. No, I want Molten Collapse. No. Let's consult the old notes to see if there's anything else I wrote down that I may want. Yeah, you know what? Okay, I said I wanted a Croxer over a Fatal Push. Fine. And then if we consult our sideboard wizards from here, let's see what they say. Fuck it. Oh, bit of a slip there. What am I doing on time? I've got a minute. So this is what they say against green. No. All the Cauldron Familiars, Bankbuster, Croxer. I'm leaving in Croxer because, to be fair, it wraps up a game pretty well and it forces them to discard cards. I'll leave in a Cauldron Familiar because the ability to cycle it is actually a win condition when combined with a Mayhem Devil and a Furnace Oven. A Furnace Oven? A Witch's Oven. I'm just going to give it... I'll just do it like this. 4 in, 4 out. I suppose you could also... I mean, there's a real case for duress. It hits Wolf Willow Haven, Khan, Kiora... end the festivities. Not end the festivities. The other thing. Sure, I will keep this. I'm just going to keep deck hands that have sideboard cards in them. Are they on 5 already? Ooh, okay. I would be sad if it's a troll. Oh! Huge draw. It does require 5 mana though, so I'm going to need an oven would be good stat, to be honest. Okay, Kiora. Not a huge one, to be honest.
Dry walk is something true. I love to make
Dear.
the ocean surges, life thrives.
Okay. Interesting. So I can Dome Kiora for 4, which means she's dead next turn. And then Deadly Dispute? No, I can't. It's too much mana. It's too much mana. I think I do have to attack Kiora though. Annoyingly. You could argue the 3 damage is more important, but
I ebb and flow with battle.
I think next turn they don't pop off. If they don't pop off next turn, which I don't think they do, then Kiora needs to be dead for the following turn. Is where I'm going with this logic. I'm gonna sacrifice the blood token. And play the other anyway. Okay, that's fine. What on earth? So he's gonna get 2 forests. Alright. And then draw a card. That is fair enough. That is completely fair enough. Oh god, the hat. The hat glass is cold. Do you have
Nature flows
Yes.
with vigor.
Pass to attackers, my turn. Bang. So when it deals combat damage to a player, I get a treasure. I'm not desperate for the treasure, in all honesty. It does kill Kiora though, which is good. So we're going to furnace range that Voraclex to next week. And then I can also just kill Llanowar Elves. I don't... Let's play properly. Let's get that. If I could flip it, that would be insane. But I'm not in the business of flipping it right now. So you have to attack there, and then you have to attack there. If I do it the other way around,
Time to ebb from battle.
there is just a real chance that they pop off at some point with that Cura, and I don't want them to, so we're gonna go. Play Takanuma. Play another Harvester. The turn is yours. Danilo Fanzini. It's annoying, but I mean it's very annoying. It's my last furnace rain, which is a problem. Because the Furnace Rains is really good against the Cavalier. It's also pretty good against the Old Growth Troll. I might just tank a hit from the Old Troll. I can also just kill it. Kill the Troll. No, I can't just kill it. We are... I'm going to say we're in the business of playing a Fable and then finding out. Frick around and find out. No attacks. End turn. Please don't draw anything. A Khan would be something. Oh! Okay, that's actually not too bad.
Don't mind if
That's
I
not
take
too
my
bad.
octopus for a walk?
But I do need to kill that Cura. Just give your boy a claim the firstborn when he needs it. Unfortunately, I can't just kill her, so I have to take the troll. 2 of them at that, and then 1 face. So that's taking 7 regardless. And then that's this costs 10, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're already on 8. Damn. I hate this game.
Just gonna slip away.
Let's watch that later. Sacrifice the old troll. The old boy. Something else to it. Look at that. Look at that. Bastard. Witness my foods and despair. Why are you playing that? Is that target creature permanent?
I
Good
will
lord.
aid you.
Yes, there is. Wait, you're using ability?
Be
My brother
wary
in
of the
Christ,
ground
there's
you
an old
walk on.
growth troll in your graveyard. And there's a Vorinclex in your graveyard. I surprisingly don't. I would be fine. Because the claim is kind of the business we're in right now. Does it have trample? No, it's just haste. So I can take the old growth troll. I can take the forest and attack Nissa. Yeah, this is too much to think about. The destroy everything plan is so hard. And then that also gives them another mana, so they'd have 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. So they'd be able to flash that back. God damn, this is just tough. I only have one timeout. Are you kidding me? I'm playing this game for ages. All right, take control of that. Attack everything at Nissa, including a hive. It's taking 3, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. So we'll just give me a forest. All right. Hive activate. Bang. Next. This is kind of like math is for blockers territory, but they've only got 2 blockers, so they can block that, and then they can block that, and then it takes 3, 6, 7, 8. So we'll just fire that off. Exile a card. The storm. Oh. Create 2 treasures. Oh. There is definitely points in. How much damage is that actually?
The land
5,
will
6,
not
7, 8,
forsake you.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And they could have blocked 8 of it, so they would have gone to like 4. Maybe I should have killed them, but this puts them on top decks, which I kind of like, so we'll just do that. Oh yeah, sacrifice this. Duh. Also, the old growth troll didn't die, which I think is not great for them, because the mana might be more valuable, but we'll see. Oh, they just concede! No way, we took a game! We took a game! We took a game! Okay, let's not get too excited. We still got to take one more. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we keep this all day. Elf? Oh, okay. Alright. Don't want to play an elf. Familiar. I don't really have anything else to do. May as well cast it. That is literally the worst thing. Alright, let's just can't kill it, can I? Alright. We'll just fire off the auto, okay. Bang. In the money. If this is an old growth troll, like pretty much any 4-drop I don't hate. So that's
Sun
not
in the sky,
too bad.
brine on my skin. Great day to fight. Let's get moving. One drop ripples and grows.
Alright. Give me that. There you go. Never miss a land drop. Very important. Wow. That is 6 damage, isn't it? 5, 6, yeah. Oh, but I can't target it. God damn it! With your hexproof creatures. I suppose I'll offer the trade. 4 damage on Cura.
Something smells
Easy
fishy
peasy.
here.
You just can't be saying that. Don't want a Croxer. Don't want a Harvester. Probably Croxer. The later I Croxer, I think the more valuable it is. But they are going to have like 6 mana next turn, so they can storm. So maybe having Croxer is sort of valuable, so I can at least spend the treasures now. Also don't have a sacrifice outlet, which is kind of cringe. do need to drop Sacrifice. Ooh, they throw away a Besiju. So that did nothing really, they just had a dead card in their hand. That was 2 mana deal.
I love to make a splash.
Come on! Storm, oh dear, okay. 1 time draw now, please, I beg. Look, Cure is dead if I want it to be. I guess. He says through gritted teeth. Oh my god, that's their hand? Well, I need to play Cure to stop them. I need to kill Cure to stop them drawing cards, right? Doesn't feel good.
Well, this sucks.
We're not in a good way here. They've got 4, 5, 6 mana currently, which is enough for a second Cavalier of Thorns. Now, if I draw the other, I can deal with them both. Not in the same turn, but I can deal with them. I just need another. That's all we need. Oh, God. Maybe they didn't put that there. Right. Just need that 2 mana that badly. Yeah, this is a no blocks type situation. Come on, come on, come on. Yes. Okay, okay. Absolutely lovely. Probably not attack with these actually, just the Cavalier. Treasure. Yes, I would like to use Cavalier's ability. It says you may exile it. It didn't even give me a choice. Alright, Furnace Rains, baby. Take action. Oh, there we go. You may, if you do put another target card, you have to target the card regardless. That's interesting. And then I will end the turn. This is so huge. I don't care. I actually don't care. But then they're going to go up to 7. What do you have for 7? What do you have for 12? One time no Khan. Please don't have Khan, please. Oh god. Block with the cat. Yeah. I only have the 1 sack outlet, so I just need to keep hitting them. Keep hitting them with Cavaliers. Block with the old growth drop. That's like, although it's not ideal because they keep the devotion, it does. It's fine. Sure. If only Cavalier had trample, am I right? I would be dead. Furnace Rains, please. Yes, I will take action. Oh man. Oh, I can only do 4 damage to my. If only I had 2 ovens. Okay. Beggars can't be choosers. We're in a tough spot here. Because I have to survive a Storm the Festival every single turn. I think it's a bit much to ask them to miss Khan again. But after 3 Storms, like why has it got flashback, man? Not even total mana value 5 or less. It's just mana value 5 or less. Come on. Well, they missed Khan. We just shouldn't be in a world where my opponent's spending 23 mana in a turn. You know, I just like, you know. Nissa, okay.
Together, we will prevail.
Sure, mate. They can flip Lanucranos, and that's a massive problem. I cry. I cry every time.
The land has brought this back.
Evil must not be
Oh, it doesn't have
tolerated.
trample. Okay.
My
God
purpose
damn, dude,
is
it was going
greater
so
than
well.
myself.
At least we actually had a real game against Mono Green. Oh no, are they doing the thing?
Not to brag, but my friend's kind of a big deal. The ocean surges, life thrives.
Oh no.
Until you have
They get the
lifted
chain
statue,
veil?
do not talk to me. Stand down.
No, they get Bat Pestin and Cauldron. Don't you need the Chain Veil to do this? Is the Chain Veil even legal in Explorer? The Chain Veil. It's not in Explorer. So how do they go infinite? Oh, I mean, I suppose they can mill me out. No, but they can't mill me out because they don't have the chain veil to go infinite. They draw another card.
Let us begin.
Like, unless they can
I
keep
am not
untapping their
frightened
stuff,
by
it doesn't
you.
win them the game, right? Pithing Needle. Well, Pithing Needle is a bit of a moot point. Because you have a card. Right, there's always a world in which I draw. There's always a world in which I draw the old. That's it. It's my turn. All right. So you've named witches up. You should have named Cauldron for it. Oh no, there's never a world in which I draw that because I know what I'm drawing. I guess Cavalier. This is disgusting. I can take your Pelucrinus and your Old Growth Troll. I can take your Old Growth Troll and your Cavalier. Attack nothing, basically. Take Cavalier, take Pelucrinus. Don't have a sack outlet for either of them. There is nothing I can do, but let's just show our opponent a good time. What are we looking at here? 12 damage. No. Alright, I'm not gonna let them mess about with their cycles forever. I'm just gonna concede. Like, the game could, in theory, stall out a bit. But we're not winning that. Okay, 2 and 2 very quickly. As soon as we play against, like, real exploring teams, very sad. But they are in fact bad matches for the deck, generally. Alright, game number 5. Here we go, playing for the 3 and 2. Okay, they got a Jace, which means they're a control lever. Yeah, this hand's actually fine. It's like a bit weird having the double Thoughtseize. You take it. And against some decks, double Thoughtseize is fantastic. Karuga, the Mantra Sage, is fabulous. To be honest, double Thoughtseize is just good against this kind of thing. Take their Lifeline Binding. So they're going to have 4 things if they do that. I mean, it could actually take, realistically, I could take Beanstalk Giant. Because then that reduces the cost by 4. No, by 3 rather. And they can't Leyline Binding. Right? 1 less for each basic land type. That's 1, 2, 3. So it costs 3. That's not okay, so Leyline Binding has to go. Now, weirdly, this is going to be a bad matchup. Even though they're going to do nothing for 4 turns. Discard up to 2 cards. Yeah, discard that. Actually, don't hate drawing lands here. They're going to channel the Sky Turtle to get rid of it. What? I guess they're not going to channel the Sky Turtle to get rid of it. The Fable token, the Goblin Shaman. So Kruger costs 5. They need the 5th land drop to really do anything here. They could channel the turtle to get back next time. Nothing has flash, so I'm not too concerned. Throw down the devil. Get going. Now I can discard the Cauldron Familiar to the old Mayhem Devil and sort of has to cost less than mana value 3 or greater and land cards. Okay, sure. Yeah, okay. I've got a better discard target now. Cool. Not going to attack with Mayhem Devil. There is a world in which they have a Ganjo. I don't really think they do. That 3 damage might be more than enough. Who knows? I get to copy the old Mayhem Devil. But like in reality, what the hell are they playing? Because they could have Spurdict. They could have Settle the Wreckage. They could have anything. The only restriction on their deck is that everything costs 5 or greater. Resolve. My turn. Draw 2. Oh my god, okay. Am I going to play a devil and push damage? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or I just do 5. So if I attacked with the devil last turn, I probably... Well, they would have been close to death, but at the same time, it's like, whatever. What is this stupid crab? 3, okay. Not playing around another one of those. I suppose I could also just slam down a Fable. Like a second one. Which I don't hate. And that does 2 damage to them. Or I can copy that. Which does 1. And then I can do that, which does 2, 3. And then at the end of turn, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't quite have lethal. So we'll just play the Fable and pass turn. Otherwise I would hold up the mana to go Reflection end step, but to be honest, like there's nothing in their hand that is. Like, that's all the threats. Yeah. Okay, there we go. It is just Karuga fire. It's probably Ring to Light. Is what I would imagine. So I want this because obviously they have Planeswalkers. I want this because they are cringe, and probably this because this isn't doing anything. Boop. Duress is maybe like cooking too hard. Omnixilus is probably quite good. Cauldron Familiar is not at its finest here. But the inevitability against these kind of decks is really powerful. Did they show any creatures? Only bad ones. I'm just thinking, do I want Omnixilus instead of Furnace Rains? It's good against Leyline Binding. Oh, Fatal Push is useless, right? Well, it's not useless, but they're going to have Omnath, so I'm going to cut down to 2. I'm going to take out that Duress and do 2 Omnixilus. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to have Omnath in their deck, so Fatal Push is not a dead card, but Omnixilus is a good one. This is a mulligan. This is a keep. My bottom of Thoughtseize. Yeah. Ooh. Check this out. See what you got. Alright. I guess that one's more of a card. You can bounce my creatures, mate. They have enter the battlefield effects. Bounce for tempo. Nah. Why spend your mana, I guess? Unless they're that sort of desperate for its attack. I'm not going to play around like Ganja anymore. It was maybe silly to do it, but I was in a pretty commanding position last turn anyway. I think it is very likely they have Boseiju though. Boseiju is far more impactful than Ganja in most matchups. Really, they've just ripped the natural 3-color basics off the top. Push for cards is the answer. No! Oh, god damn it. Alright, I guess. Fine. Mutavault's good. Companion. Okay, the fact that they're not companioning does suggest that they have cards up. Oh my god. %. Die. It all paid off. It all paid off in the end. Far better than Fatal Push. They can counter 1 if they have it.
I'm gonna remake
well.
this in my image.
+1 the token first in case there's some sort of weird bans. They were binding. Oh, really? Really? I don't care about the life
Your
that I'm
punishment
gaining.
is my entertainment. Go ahead.
Unless you have some sort of like
Plead for
removal for
mercy.
it, I'm not really concerned about like as long as these live, I'm okay. You know, you can delay a Mayhem Devil with your stupid Sky Turtle. Sure, mate. Oh my god. Okay, well we'll plus the old adversary, plus the old boy,
Defy me,
plus this.
and you'll lose everything. By coin or carnage. Tribute is owed. I don't need respect, just obedience. Go ahead, plead for mercy.
Like,
By
what in your hand are
coin
you hoping to keep?
or
This game?
carnage. Tribute. Pleasure doing business with you. Defy me, and you'll lose everything.
Alright, as long as they don't have farewell, we're in business. But they need a land to play farewell, so I think we've won this game. Sure. Draw 2 cards. It's not even a Fires of Invention deck. Alright, it was just Karuga. It was just a Karuga deck. Good game, opponent. I respect you for trying stuff out. Those sort of decks are not generally great for Sacrifice, but I just don't think the interaction they were playing was good enough. Like, you usually see things like Bone Crusher Giant, but there's nothing like that. We got 3 wins in the end. Let's claim 2 packs and 600 gems. So that is kind of our money back, because a pack does cost more than 600 or a pack does cost gems. So let's open these packs, and then we'll talk about the deck and the changes, because this was a testing thing. All right, sure. That's a cool card. I don't know if it's good, but it is cool. I like where it's going. Do I want the Dominaria pack next or the core set? Nah, there could be a Teferi in that. I think Teferi's cooler than anything in this. That's pretty cool though, to be fair. Hydras are cool. Siege Gang Commander. Yeah, I don't hate that. Okay. Didn't get anything in the packs, that's fine. Let's go over the deck. So at the start of today, well, not the start of the day, but the start of this stream, I set out to test this deck by, well, to test the concept, I suppose, of this deck by, I've forgotten his name, Remy Fortier and co. The concept of their deck was cutting Unlucky Witness because it excels in creature-based matchups, but in sort of the mid-rangey style, in the grindier metagame that we're in right now, it's not the most impactful card. Other things that we wanted to explore was Dreadbore in the sideboard, which is Molten Collapse now, because Molten Collapse has been released since that article. Double a Braid rather than a 1-1 split of a Braid Colligan's Command. And then I'm playing Leyline in the Void because it's just easy. But then it wasn't easy against the Phoenix matchup. But we'll see. The Phoenix matchup was a bit of an anomaly, really. So they're replacing the Unlucky Witness with Reckoner Bankbuster and 2 Mutavolts. The 2 Mutavolts brings you up to 24 lands, which shores up your dodgy hands. The dodgy hands look like Unlucky Witness, and like if you have to go Unlucky Witness into Oven, sacrifice it, right? That means that you might not be playing a Blood Tide Harvester on turn 2, which is actually very relevant. And it also means that that card, like half the time it's better off as a land, half the time it's better off as any other spell. By turning 2 of them into lands, you shore up your mana problems, and then by turning 1 of them into a Bankbuster, you still keep an element of card advantage. You also have Croxer, which is an element of card advantage. In a very long game it is. Remy was using more of a he likes to call what he was calling a transformative sideboard. To transform into more of a mid-range build by playing cards like, by playing multiple Abrades, by playing multiple Dreadballs, by playing the Duress, and in his case by playing a, is it Outpost Siege? Yeah, he was playing an Outpost Siege. I've forgone that extra card advantage spell for the final Leyline of the Void, because to be honest, this deck does do card advantage quite well anyway with Deadly Dispute. So it's not that it doesn't need it. It's just that I'm not. Well, I think it doesn't need it, and he's not playing. The reason he's playing Frontier, or sorry, what is it? Outpost Siege. It's not because the deck needs more card advantage, but because when you break down the synergy by boarding cards out, like Cauldron Familiar or Witch's Oven, you're more likely to see them over a long game if you have cards like Outpost Siege. I'm not fully bought into the transformative sideboard, but I do like the Witness change. And I'm going to be honest, this isn't the first time I've played this deck. It's the first time I've played it in a traditional Explorer Challenge. And it worked. It worked well on the whole. We lost our bad matchups, but we did a good job against Green. We actually took a game off Green, and the last game was looking pretty competitive until they played 3 Storm the Festival in 1 turn. But we stood a chance. We stood a good chance for a bit, and we held out long. So I think that is testament to Furnace Reigns. And I'm going to be honest, I'm late to the party on Furnace Reigns. I was like, I don't care about Furnace Reigns. It is powerful against Green, and it's worth having a card in your sideboard for it. Because to be honest, Damping Sphere doesn't really work, and I'm not going to play Crumble to Dust because that doesn't work either. So yeah, I'm happy with Furnace Reigns. Going forward, the Phoenix matchup still sucks. The matchup I was playing specifically, I shouldn't have played any late lines really. I should have just played lots of removal. I ended up boarding, because my opponent was playing 16 creatures. They were on 4 Drake, 4 Thing, 4 Phoenix, and then 4 Lockpick, which is a ton of creatures. I should have played 4 Abrade, because it kills Phoenix. So I should have played 2 Abrade because it kills Phoenix. I ended up playing 2 Leyline, 2 Collapse, 2 Furnace Reigns, but killing the Phoenix is probably more valuable. And then, yeah, just not having the Leyline in your opener sucks. So, we'll see. Are there any changes that I kind of want to make off the back of that? There's no changes I can make in paper, unfortunately, because I can't. I'm playing in the. I'm playing at F&M tonight, and then I'll win a box tomorrow. I don't think there's anything I would have changed. The mana felt fine. Raminant Ruins never came up to explode it, but I also was never punished for taking damage off of it either. Reckoner Bankbuster is slow. It's not a god card, right? It excels in the grindy matchups, like the mid range, like a Rakdos mid range or a Gruul Boats kind of deck. Even though they're quite aggressive, but you know, maybe it doesn't excel in that. It's mostly in there for the mid range grindy matchups. It comes out quite a bit, but I think that's fine because Unlucky Witness came out all the time anyway. And they sort of come out in the same matchups like Spirits and Mono Green. well, it was undecided whether you take out Witness against mono green. I like Molten Collapse. That was good. I like this sideboard. I'm definitely going to stick to this sideboard for the time being. So yeah, I'm going to keep playing this deck. I think it's a fun deck, and I think anyone that hasn't played Rakdos Sac should just give it a go, because it is fun. It's the most fun I've had playing Pioneer. Although Boros Convoke does look like a laugh. So yeah, I was thinking this might go on a bit long. My chair's sunk. Great. Now I'm low and I actually look short. I think I'm just going to have to end it there. No one has tuned in live, but that's fine because I'm going to chop this up and edit it anyway. So thanks for watching if you